For day 3 notes, we have something called understanding the function rule. So just a quick reminder, if you see f of x, you should know that's a y. And then if I give you the domain, so this is your domain, x's, can you find the y's, the range? Okay, so I'm going to find the y. And these numbers here are your x's. So those go into the x column chart. So I'm going to have -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. I am plugging these numbers into x plus 6. And then that will give me my y value. So my x are these numbers. Okay, so that's going to be changing each time I do a problem. And then I'm adding 6 to each one of those. And if I add 6, -2 plus 6 is 4. -1 plus 6 is 5. 0 plus 6 is 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. And 2 plus 6 is 8. So these are my range values, my y values. I need to list them down here in the range, but if you notice, the x values were given to you in set notation with these little braces, so I need to do the same thing with the range. So I'm going to draw the braces, put my numbers from least to greatest, and then draw the other brace to close it off. So that is my final answer right here for example A. For example B, pretty much the same thing. It just has an extra step. I have a number in front of x this time. So my x values here are going to go into the table. My expression is -2x plus 1. So I'm going to go ahead and write this -2 all the way down. That's going to stay the same. And then I'm going to multiply it by something each time. And that something, that x value that goes here, happens to be these x's right here. So I'm going to put this x, -2, in for x. So -1 in for x. 0 in for x. And then 1 and 2. And after I multiply these, according to this up here, I'm going to add 1 to those. So then lastly, I have to actually just figure it out. So -2 times -2 is 4. And then I add that 1 to the end, which makes it 5. Okay, so -2 times -1 is 2. Add the 1, you get 3. -2 times 0 is 0. Add 1, you get 1. -2 times 1 is -2. And you add 1. Gives you -1. For number 2, we have -2 times 2 is -4. And then we add 1. So that gives me -3. Now, these are in order from greatest to least, so we need to switch the order. And we need to write it here with set notation. So let's do our braces. And then we have -3, -1, 1, 3, 5. And that is your final answer.